What up, everybody?
I know
Deuces assemble.
It's
We're
good
back.
to take too long, but
I know. I missed your fucking face. I hope Fox is happy with all the time she had to herself.
Yeah, I mean, she was holding me right up into the wire just now. She's not feeling too good.
And now she's upset that you're here.
I think she has COVID.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's got a dry
It still
cough.
exists.
Yeah, and then like when I went to work this morning, like we went to work and she was in the bathroom and one of the coworkers is like, "Yeah, I've been feeling like real shit, and I found out that COVID's been running rampant in this area as of late." And I was like, "Well, light bulb. I think she's got that because she's literally got all the symptoms."
Oh no.
This morning at like 2:30 in the morning, was sleeping, dead asleep. She sits up like the Undertaker, and it was like, like she couldn't breathe. Like she was like, and like you know when you like stop breathing and all of a sudden, like if you have sleep apnea, some shit.
Yeah.
I literally popped up and I was like, "Yo, do I got to take the fucking hospital? What the fuck was that?" I was like, "Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on?" She's like, "I'm okay. I'm okay." And then she was just coughing afterwards. I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Oh my god.
The scariest thing I'd ever seen. Oh,
jeez.
Yeah. So she's okay.
That sounds scary.
Yeah. But yeah, I needed the break. I'm sure everybody missed us. I know I missed this, so I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back at it.
I don't know about them, but I missed it for sure.
I appreciate you, bud. Thank you, man. As always. But how have you been? Like, how's things going with you? What projects you've been up to? Because like I said, I've been really
pretty good. I got some new projects for the Monster Force and NPC stuff, which will be pretty cool. Excited to get to work on those.
Yeah.
I've really been doing a lot of work on Willie Springer's stuff because I need to get his stuff finished.
Awesome.
And so that's what we'll be working on tonight.
Oh, right on, dude. I'll tell you, I got that Kang in the throne.
Yeah.
His fucking leg is fucked up. The one leg, the knee joint was like molded to the leg.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was real fucked up. I know they have like a Kang by himself in one of the waves. He's selling on sale. So I'm gonna have to buy him to fix it because it's so wonky. It's so bad. I was so mad. And I said to myself, the only reason you bought this was for this cool throne. So it's not a total loss, but I was really mad about that figure.
Oh, man.
Shame on you, Marvel Legends and Hasbro.
And it sucks because Hasbro, if you say like, this is fucked up, there's no telling what they'll send you.
Yeah.
We'll just send you something that's that value.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So I'm just, I just said to myself, because I was gonna, but I bought it from Big Bad, and last time I said something to Big Bad, they're like, no, you have to go through their company, like Hasbro itself, and I was like, okay. So I was just like, I'm not gonna do all that rigmarole bullshit again. So instead, I'm just gonna go on Big Bad Toys and buy another Kang just by himself.
Dang.
Which
ain't that a bitch?
If you were smart, you'd buy 2, because he comes with multiple head sculpts. This one, but they're just face plates that go into his head. So,
well, if one can just stand, you can just use that one for a different face.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do with this guy. Yeah, so
that sucks.
I was very upset. Yeah, very upset with it.
It sucks, man.
And I got my Conan the Barbarian from Mezco.
The painted one?
Yeah, and he might be up there with Batman for figure of the year.
I kind of figured that would be the case for you.
Yeah. And now, I hate to give Mezco its credit, but they nailed this one. This one was very good.
Like, Mezco coming back for you? They getting some faith? Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. No. This one, though, I was like, okay, you got this one right. I appreciate this one. But
man, I mean, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Finally, a Mezco that was kind of worth some money.
Worth the wait.
And the weight too. Jesus.
I ordered that a while ago, and I got great news from Nerdzoic yesterday that they're finally getting Sundown in like a week. So that should be coming out soon. So I should be getting that Moon Knight soon. The Blockies Moon Knight, not the Marvel Legends one from the Rivals.
Oh, I was going to ask, the Blockies or the Rivals, but I guess the Rivals one hasn't come out yet.
And I broke down, Mikey, today. I was sitting at work, very bored. And I went on AliExpress. I found that Ultron Blockies, and I pulled the trigger. I just if you're gonna buy any Blocky, I would
feels like that would be the one.
Yeah, because it'll scale with your Marvel Legends figures, and he comes with so many cool accessories. It's probably the best Ultron figure I've ever seen. And I bought the Revel Tech. I had the SH Figure Arts. I sold that one, and I have all of the Marvel Legends ones. And see, I don't even have that in hand yet. And I just seeing all the reviews on it and all the videos on it.
Man,
that's the best Ultron figure you can buy. So if you're a fan of Ultron the character, or you're trying to build an Ultron army like I am, that's the guy. That's the leader. That's the one.
Wow.
I'm excited to get that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
I would like them to make I would like them to make a new version of the Toy Biz one. I don't remember when it came out. 1999.
God damn, it's a while ago.
But it's always been my favorite. There it is. Yeah, let me see if I can give me a good picture of that. Yeah.
Now I want to get a red cape for him because I want to make it like the Age of Ultron one. Like the King or whatever. That was one of my favorite Ultrons. Not gonna lie to you.
Well, let me show you. Let me show you this. This is my favorite Ultron.
That's another.
I had it when I was a kid.
This Ultron lights up. That is pretty cool.
I always loved it. He also his face, his eyes and mouth lit up. I always thought it was cool looking because it doesn't look like a Iron Man anything. It looks just like completely, almost like alien organic. Like it's very.
You could use that for anybody. Honestly.
Yeah, I wish they would remake that one because I think that one's really cool.
Yeah.
It's maybe just me though.
Yeah.
Maybe just
I was just sitting at work. I was looking at it and I was like, dude, I just pulled the trigger on it. So I hit up Alpha, Action Figure Addict, because he buys a lot from AliExpress. And I said, was this a stupid mistake? Tell me. And he's like, no, he goes, everything. He goes, you just got to be careful because the packaging might be just like not in good shape when it gets there. He goes, it's like a field goal, kick it over to you.
That is true. From the Wolverines and Spider-Man that I've bought, that is if you're an inbox collector, definitely don't use that because they're just sending in a bubble envelope. Like there's no protection halfway around the world.
Just gets thrown around. I just want to make sure all the pieces come so I can put them together, and I don't care.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Well, Greg's happy you're back. He says, welcome back.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate it, man.
JB's in the house. What's up, buddy?
Good to see you, as always. Justin.
Dan Olton.
I'm gonna have you money for you Friday, by the way. I owe Justin shekels, $50. He
Nice.
He belongs to like a wrestling Instagram. The guy makes wrestling belts for like that, the wrestling figures.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And he was like, "Yo, I'm on this list. He picked me. I get 2 belts from him for $25 a piece, some shit like that." And he goes, "You want any?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want the Intercontinental and the Winged Eagle belt from the '90s, my belts." And he was like, "Yeah, you got it, bud." And he got them for me, so I gotta.
Oh, that's sick.
Good. He's a good brother. So I gotta.
That's a good dude.
Appreciate
That's a good dude.
very much.
Yeah, Dan doesn't want Fox to be dying, so
It was scary, dude. Like she just literally like it was like I never forget that sound. It's burning in my fucking brain now. It was scary, dude.
Terrifying.
I literally popped up next to you. I was like, "You all right? What the hell's going on?" I was like, "I thought you were talking."
It didn't end. It didn't end.
Oh, it's so fucking scary.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Kevzilla's in the house. What's up,
Hey,
dude?
what's up, Kev? Good to see you, man.
Chucky, dude.
Chuck, what's up, bud? It's always good to see you in that Deathlock, or was that Death's Head 2?
Death's Head, yeah.
That is the old thumb. Hey, headcanon.
Again, says I will say that Hasbro customer service is pretty easy and quick. However, it's pretty much a gamble on what you get in return. Yeah, they were easy to deal with, but what I needed was not what I got.
Yeah, not to say that if I'm gonna buy another Kang anyway, I should just email them and say what the fuck is wrong with this figure, because like the knee is cut wrong. It's like fucked up. Like so, it's really bad. And I was just like, well, I mean, like I'm still gonna buy one anyway. Should I just complain? Maybe I get something else.
Yeah, I mean they'll send you something, and then you can buy your Kang. I mean, they owe you a figure that's functional. But no matter how you look at it.
That Kang was fucking $100. So send me something worth $100. We'll
Maybe they send you a Mephisto. Probably not, but that'd be cool.
I already have them.
Well, you could sell them to me for a good price. I don't know.
Sell to you. Free. Or we do trade. Or give it to you for something.
Yeah, we'll just trade like we usually do.
You have to do something, please.
Woody's in the house. What up, my artistic?
Good to see you, man, as always.
Says, okay, I was making sure it said artistic and not autistic. Either way, what's up?
Either way, it would have worked.
Yeah, it's fine. I know you're not getting chuckles because I have them.
He does, true, man. You know what, though, Woody? I know he's safe. I ain't worried. Like, he's safe and sound with you. With the rest of all the Joes protecting him. So I don't have to worry.
It's true, yeah. Yeah, he's in it. If there was ever a safe place to be in a world like where Toy Story happens, it's Woody's basement.
It's Woody's house. He's got full army.
It has to be, dude. You're not getting through all that.
Yeah.
Not happening. Shaka Khan. Hey. So what's up, fellas? Come on, guys. Just hit that like button. Thank you, Shaka Khan. Hit that like button. Give it a tickle.
I love the song.
Shaka Khan.
Thank you, Cutthroat.
Cutthroat says, welcome back.
Cutthroat, thank you for sending me that record. I appreciate you. You know what's funny is I see them everywhere now. Like they are in no short supply at every store. Those record players, I see them everywhere.
Yeah, I saw one last week when I was just bumming around Target, and I was like, oh, there's one. Yeah. We were just early, you know. Ashley Joe Figs in the house. What's up, sir?
Good to see you, man. Well, good to see you, dude.
My mom's in the house. Hello, Mom.
Hey, Mama Kukovic, how's it going? Thank you.
Hello. Jeff says, I heard Tony once ate a 10-foot party sub width-wise all at once.
Jeff, I told you that in private. I appreciate you sharing my personal affairs.
Jeff, you overshared Tony's stories. Don't you went too far. Same size says, I got that Ultron. That's a fucking sick Ultron, dude. 1999. They were like, Y2K is going to happen. We got to make a cool Ultron, and that's what we got.
That would be a really good Ultron army build with.
Right? I love it. And he has got the claw hand, like the 3-prong. I love it.
That's a cool figure.
Dan says that's similar look from the 90s Avengers card. Yeah, that's probably where it came from, was about that same time.
Okay.
Have them in my room, I think. Dope.
I just had that Ultron, huh?
Crown Sarah says, I just picked up the Blocky's Shockwave with LED eye and chest. He was always my favorite.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
I have all of the Marvel, MCU ones for now, up until like I know they just made the Spider-Man ones. I didn't get them yet, but I got Deadpool, Wolverine, Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. And if they were just a little bit bigger, you could just buy those instead of Marvel Legends. They're very good figures.
They look. I mean, they look like they pose really well, which is
and everything moves. And for a model kit to move that well is pretty impressive.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Greg's waiting for Hasbro to ship out a Snowcat. You got a Snowcat coming?
No,
me neither.
Yeah.
I don't even have like remorse. I don't. It's not a big deal to me at all.
Yeah,
I look forward to like people having them in hand because I want to see them. I love the Snowcat, but I don't regret not buying one.
I always felt like if I want it, I'll find it at a toy show. But will I pay a little extra? Probably. But it's how bad do you want it? That's essentially how I feel like it's. And right now, I don't really have any plans to play in the snow, so I just really don't need it. And if anybody who has shot toys in the snow knows one thing, it sucks balls because your hands go numb, everything gets wet. It's a fucking disaster. It's a mess, dude. So, and as you're working, this would drive me crazy. I'd be posting stuff in the snow. You just watch the snow slowly melting, and the shot won't look the same. So if you're shooting stuff, it's got to be fast because how quick that shit will go.
Oh yeah, What's really nice is if you can just open your window and put them outside, like one of those flower pot things. That's the best case scenario. Because then you just put it right outside. You get the snowy background behind it. Yeah, that's the best. But places don't have those anymore.
Yeah, because then you got to bundle up too, because it's freezing out there. So it's a
rough. And if it's not freezing, everything's melting, and that's just as much. That's just as much of a problem. Yeah, it sucks. He sucks. He sucks, man. Willie Springer's in the house. What's up, Mikey? Tony, good to see you guys tonight. Mikey, thank you for everything. Thank you, buddy. I'll be working on your stuff tonight, so I'll probably need your input on some things. But
Willie, it's always
good to see you.
Bud. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. It's always good to see you.
100%. Woody says, when I first got back into collecting, I picked up that Ultron. It was Toy Biz, I believe. Correct. I remember buying him at Ames. Nice. Well, I didn't know that many people would remember that Ultron. I thought that was just a me thing. That's kind of funny. Commander Wolf, what's up, everybody? Question: when using acrylic paint, would thinning it out a little bit help it hold better in joints, or will it always scrape off when manipulating the joints? It's a Battle Cat Panther. It will help. The thinner the paint is, the less space it takes up. So the more layers, the thicker the layers, the more that buildup is, the easier it is to scrape off. I would also say, I know it's a bitch, but joint prep is super, super key. Even if you don't remove a bunch of material, scraping the knee joint will help the paint adhere to it and give it a little more resistance when you start moving it against each other. So yes is the short answer.
Yeah, just going to take a little bit of effort. You just got to cut some stuff off.
And patience. Patience. Yeah. Let it dry. Don't try to move it when it feels dry to the touch. Let it fully cure. Yeah. And that also plays a part into what you use to thin it. With acrylics, a lot of people use water, but a thinner will evaporate quicker, which means less dry time. Alcohol, even thicker than that. So think about those things as well.
Impressive. Hey,
Macanita says, what's up, my dudes? Willie says, got a big Snowcat coming. Need to work out a winter scene. For sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I will recommend the go on Amazon and you get the fake snow that you add water to. And you can get you could shoot snow stuff in the house, obviously, but it's very realistic, but you have to use a lot of it. Now it comes in different size bags. I got one of the bigger bags, and I was able to get a really good scene. And when the shit, you add water and it expands, and then once it dries out, it goes right back. So I don't know if you could reuse it. I'm not sure. I think you can. I just kept throwing it out, but you might be able to. So it might be reused. You got to look it up. But if you're going to use fake snow, that would be the snow I would use for your shots. Because like I said, shooting outside in the winter sucks. And you'll learn that quick, because I'm sure all you guys are going to take the Snowcat out in the snow and play with it. And you're going to learn real quick, there's a reason why I didn't do this either.
If you didn't do that as a kid and learned the lesson, when you were a kid, which I definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's brutal. It's brutal, and stuff is not as forgiving the older we get.
Yeah. And joints and nerves ain't gonna hold up in the cold the way they used to.
No, man, the fingers go numb. They don't get feeling back as quick as they used to. From the Vault Lockdown series, it's the only time we got a Stegron. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Stegron.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I do. Yeah. That's cool. Commander Wolf is awesome. Thank you. It's my first attempt at customizing. I was afraid to take it apart. Next time I'll disassemble it and shave down the joints. Yep.
Yeah.
That's your best results. The more you put in, the more you can get out.
Speaking of customizing, I was able to get that Beastmaster head onto with the Kazar's his name, right? With the,
yeah.
So I was able to get it on there. Yeah, just a little bit of grinding down with a Dremel.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I just wanted to get that done. I before I sent it to you, I felt like I was going to send it to you, and then we can't get the fucking head on. Then what I'm going to do? So I just let me just see if I can get it on first, and then I'll go ahead with the shipping of it. My snow cap will never touch real snow.
It'll probably never see it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And I would highly recommend, Woody, that fake snow from Amazon. Because even if you just set up the table and put that on there, when you go down the road and you have like a winter set you want to set up, that fake snow is really good. And like I said, it doesn't last forever. And it's not very messy, if messy at all. It's not really messy at all.
Do they make kinetic sand in white? I always thought that was cool.
They do, but kinetic sand can get messy. It can get messy. But you could use white kinetic sand. But that stuff, like if you just want to like lay it out for a couple of days and just see a snow scene, and then when you come back on that third or fourth day, it's literally going to be like someone just sprinkled a bunch of white dust on your table. So you just kind of sweep it up and just right in the garbage. I don't know, because like I said, I don't know if you can reuse it once it's done. I'm not sure.
Oh, like once the water evaporates out of it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can just then do it again. If you can, then just sweep it up into a bucket and always reuse it.
I mean, that's about as good as you can get there. I mean, I did try a little something we were talking about.
Oh, see, look at you already ahead of the game. Is that paint or marker or something?
It's paint markers.
Okay.
On this fabric.
All right. Is that a Walmart? Where'd you find that fabric?
This was a hoblob. This was a scrap that they had, so I paid like $1 or $2 for this.
Right on.
The fabric's really, really good. So yeah, I used paint
like
markers.
How does that? What do you mean? Is that a cotton?
It's a cotton. Yeah, it's cotton. Okay. It's really nice. Like it looks like blanket material, but it's very malleable.
As soon as my sundown comes in, I'm going to Hoblobs, and I'm getting at least 2 to 3 different fabrics to try to start making different poncho colors for him.
This one's fucking legit, dude. If you can get this kind of fabric, I don't know what it is, and if I can figure that out, I will definitely let you know.
And paint markers,
it's great.
My ideas. I'm glad to see that works.
And then, so all I did was just cut a square, cut the slit for the head.
Yeah.
And then I just drew patterns around it, and then I took some stain, some brown stain, squirted on it, scrunched it up, rinsed it out. And then this is what we're left with.
Now, I would recommend. It looks really good, by the way. Fantastic stuff.
Oh, thanks.
But just maybe like getting some coffee and then soaking it in coffee, and it'll turn like a nice rich brown.
Yeah, I mean that was I already had the stain in a spray bottle, so that was what I did there.
Oh, brilliant stuff, dude.
And then I left it wet. I put it on the figure, and then I shaped it and folded it, and then dried it so it stayed in the position I wanted, because I haven't ever wired anything, so once I do that, then it doesn't matter anymore. But
dude, that's very promising and inspiring, so I'm excited. I'm glad to see that it kind of worked.
Oh, and then I took this, and then I took a steel brush,
just ran it down. Brilliant move there, dude.
And then I just pulled out a couple threads at a time, and you get a nice,
you
get a nice fringe to it.
Beautiful. That's perfect fabric.
It really is. It really is the perfect fabric, and I got a bunch of it, so I'm really excited.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and it's got a pattern like in it, and I'm sure that's just the kind of fabric it is. But I'm sure there's a 0% chance I can get this on camera. But
I think I know exactly what fabric that is. Yeah.
There you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It almost
it's
feels
great.
like a very soft canvas.
Yes, it's very soft.
Yeah.
It's very soft.
Please, Mikey. Woody's already reaching out.
Yeah. Like I said, it was one I bought. I don't know how long ago. I think it was when we were fucking around doing the Resolve stream, and I was trying to get something for a hood.
Yeah.
And then
it's tough, bud.
It really is fucking perfect. And then I just drew on it. Nothing crazy.
Now here's my question to you: if I bought, let's say, navy blue in that kind of fabric, and I used a white paint marker, it would show up, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to recreate his exact one. I know it's a blue one, right?
Yeah, it's really. I mean, I love the colors and the pattern on it's really cool.
It's like a light blue.
Yeah, it's like a dark turquoise, like a teal color.
That's a two-tone too.
Yeah.
I could use the sewing machine, sew it, and then I got some ideas. Thanks, Mikey.
You could, but yes, paint marker is what I used, and it did really well. Like if you weren't staining it and you put the marker right on top, I'm sure it would show up really. I mean, we could try it out, honestly. What's the show for?
What paint markers do you use?
I don't know. I bought some cheap ones, a cheap set on Amazon a year or so ago.
Did you know these army painter ones about these? Because I found these at a.
I was gonna get some last weekend, but they didn't have white, and I specifically wanted to try the white. But I've heard great things about them. These were cheap ones on Amazon.
Okay, yeah, I've seen those.
That have their dual tip, so they've got a chisel tip, and then a fine tip. So, where the fuck did I put the?
I got goddamn Hobby Lobby did away with the Gundam markers. It broke my heart. They have like their own brand now, like a Hobby
Really?
Lobby. Yeah.
The fuck? Oh.
Good. Looks like a quality linen. Yes. Crown Slayer. That's a very.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's very nice. The white's still in here? No. I don't know where white is. But this was like a tan, and you can't see it now because of the dye, but I did a thick border with it. Okay. But if you put it,
okay, yes, that's exactly.
That's right on top. I mean, that's like a peach color. Like if you had white, it would be even
brighter,
even more.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's nice, man. It worked really well. I was very happy with the results.
It's been so long, I forgot I have control of the chat. Hey, Crown Slayer. I wanted to get into these too, but I was reading mixed reviews. Have you ever used these things, the airbrush markers? No, see, I don't know how good they are.
No.
No.
I have not.
But they're always coming up in my algorithm. Like they're always showing up.
Yeah, I mean, there for a while they were constantly in my algorithm. I haven't seen one for a while, but for a while they were. Yeah, they were in there.
Yeah, trying to sell those things. They look pretty cool, but I was like, how does a marker just kind of spray paint like that? It's impressive.
Yeah, I just don't trust it.
That was my big thing.
Now, like if you just did a little bit, I could see the benefit of it. But like for me, I don't think I think it's gonna be too chintzy for me.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't be good for laying down full coats. But if you were doing like some touch-up paint or maybe some camo, probably then. Or if you wanted to dabble in miniatures, maybe that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, we got a little member chat here. Look at this guy. The Kanan.
When's your birthday?
Happy almost birthday. Remember, kids, get fudged, stay fudged. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
When's your birthday?
Get you. Huh?
When's your birthday?
Sunday.
So okay.
Sunday. That ends the Kukovich birthday week. So
I saw that.
Sunday would have been my Uncle Jake's. Today's my dad's. Sunday's mine.
Oh, happy birthday, Papa Kukovich, if he's not here.
That's right. Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, brother.
Just remember.
But you get your own bottle.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, fuck you then, punk.
Amen.
Happy birthday. And thank you to Kanan.
That's funny.
Thanks, Mom. All right, Woody. I'll whip you one up.
You can't be going on live streams like this, showing some goods off.
I know. I know. I should have known better. Like I said to you, like I cannot believe nobody has a poncho.
Yeah. Well, Monster
Like
Force.
I know we don't have a lot of cowboy figures, but it's a fucking poncho. Dang, man. So
now you take it one step further. You add a wire.
That's what I want to do. Yeah. So we may have to talk about that because I know it's something you've done.
Because I didn't realize that his is two-tone. So if you get blue fabric and sew it on the white fabric, you could probably sew the wire in around it, and then you'll be golden, pony boy. So gotta give that a shot. And also, I would want to stitch the head section so it doesn't kind of start to really wither apart on you. So I would have I think she has a setting on her sewing machine. So it looks like I'm gonna be getting to sewing in a couple of weeks. Yeah. And she's a very good artist. So I assume if she looked at Sundown's thing, she could probably draw it on.
Sure.
Yeah. So we're going to give that a legitimate shot. Justin, I see this. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, man. They should arrive either Friday or Saturday. I look forward to it. Buddy, thank you so much. For real. Like I said, I'll get you your money on Friday, as promised.
Hell yeah.
He said, my daughter had one of those alcohol marker airbrush kits. Don't think they stick well to plastic. Might rub off easily. Come here.
That's too bad. Yeah, I was just looking at the poncho he comes with. It's like a Mayan Aztec kind of art.
Yeah.
Not so much Native American, but Native North American, I suppose, still, but yeah, I think it's interesting.
He probably comes from Mexico.
Yeah.
So, no, he's Aztecs, right? That's where they were from, Mexico. Am I crazy?
You're not crazy.
Okay, so
you are, but you're right about this.
All right. Yeah, Winston airbrush markers. I've been looking at to pick up. Yeah, I don't know. I would assume if you wanted to shade stuff, they might work well. The markers.
I could see that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could see that. I mean, the liner markers, those are usually alcohol, right?
I think so.
But they also go in a slot or in a line where they wouldn't be rubbed, which is probably what helps them stay in place. Is there's no actual contact. I don't know.
Quit showing
shit. Yeah, so how would you put a wire in this with it being a single layer? Would you just glue it to the edge?
What do you mean? The wire?
Yeah, could you just glue it, or would it have to be sewed onto it?
I mean, you can either or, is what I've learned. I would prefer to sew it in because glue gets very messy. But if you don't mind the fabric or whatever you're making looking like battle damaged or stained, then I would go with glue because it's easier. But for me, I've noticed that while it's a tedious sewing a wire into the cape, it looks so much better. But if you double, like I said, he's got two-toned, so it would be that under blue. You can hide the wire in the blue, and then sew the blue piece down to that.
Yeah.
And you can then still, like, you just have the white overlap the blue, and then you could still fray the white fabric like you did, and get that effect while it's wired too.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do any sewing, not with machines. Like I can stitch, okay, but sewing is not something I do.
I think I'm gonna get to it when he shows up.
Yeah, I still have mine on order from my comic shop, but this one I was like, I want that figure. I want to mess with him.
BX Maddox in house. What's up, bud? Good to see you, dude.
What up, Eddie?
Oh yeah, no problem, bud. Mikey, I tried fabric glue, light, and sandwiched 2 layers of fabric.
Yeah, but two layers of this would be super thick.
Yeah. That's the thing too. You got to get the right fabric, because
then you'd be looking at a thinner fabric. That's a different fabric, and this really does have the look.
Huh? Why do I have to log out? By signing in. Why? Well, that makes no sense.
Why?
Did we pay for it? So then why can't you sign in? Let me see. Yeah, I got in on my phone, no problem.
Huh? All right, I got you.
That was never a thing. No, I don't believe that for a single second.
That's a goddamn lie.
Woody said he doesn't need a wire.
I got you, homie.
I'm just, that's the next question that comes out of people's mouths, Woody.
I mean, that's what I want. I want it.
We get a wire in there. It's like, oh yeah, maybe, probably. Like I know, what is that? That Blackbeard kind of comes with a poncho. It's like a side cape, whatever the fuck he comes with.
Yeah.
And what's his face? The Frankenstein dude from Monster Force kind of had what was supposed to be a poncho. But those are all just plain. There's nothing on them. I love the detail on that Sundown one. I think that looks really good.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, I think, I mean, the closest thing to a poncho is definitely what comes with Donner Party.
Yeah.
But it's still a cloak, like an asymmetrical cloak.
Yeah.
And Blackbeard's is definitely a cloak because it has the hood.
The hood, yeah.
So there's just no legitimate ponchos outside of the guys that make stuff for like Star Wars. Like there's a couple of guys on Etsy that do Star Wars cloaks.
Okay.
They are wired, but they're literally just square pieces of fabric. Some of them have like a border, and that's it.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it. I'm just surprised. But yeah, soft goods is definitely not my thing. But I can
give it a shot. Because if it works out, you can make ponchos virtually out of anything. Then you just find good fabric that you like, and then go to town on it, essentially. Any color, any different designs. Like some are frayed, some aren't. Some have tassels, some don't. At that point, it's up to the creator.
Yeah. And Bear 11's gonna want one for his good, the bad, and the ugly figures. He'll need a poncho for Blondie.
Yeah. Because that's the next step, right? Because anybody who does have cowboy figures is gonna turn around and go, well, I want one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Do it on my figure. Yeah.
Yeah, even if you just have the fucking cowboy Deadpool.
Yeah. Speaking of Deadpool, I showed you that picture of fucking Blade with all his stuff.
Yeah.
God damn, he looks awesome. Like when I got all this stuff and I painted it, I put it on him. I was like, there he is. I don't understand why he didn't come with this stuff. I was like, this is like a no.
I know, man. That would have made it a deluxe figure. Like I would have paid $35 for that easily.
If he had all that stuff.
I guess they're 40 now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. And the guy I ordered it from took a while, but he was dealing with some private stuff. And he sent me the knife that Deacon Frost uses to become the blood god from the first film.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sent me a fancy handgun. I don't know if it's because I was waiting for so long for it.
Was it Etsy?
Yeah.
Was it Anthanatos Unlimited?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, he takes a while, but I think he's like a school teacher. Like he's got a very, very full-time job. So
well, he told me what it was. I'm not going to spill his business, but it was very unfortunate. I'll say that.
Sure.
Dealing with some stuff, so I appreciate it. The stuff was awesome.
His stuff is great.
Yeah, great quality.
His stuff is great.
This guy's got Eagles fan. He's an Eagle fan. I forgot. Go Birds.
Go Birds. Come on.
That makes me want to get that Deadpool figure.
That's a different figure, man. That's a fucking game changer.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it makes me want that figure.
This guy doesn't look like he gets his salsa from the city.
No. Go Birds. I got 3 of Sundown. One is definitely gonna be a Blondie figure.
Hell yeah.
Most of those 112 scale weapons I gave you were from him, Tony. He does great work. Oh, thank you, Justin.
He does. He was one of the first people I started getting weapons from. He does very good work.
New York City.
Yeah, so yeah, so Willie, I've been working on your stuff, so I got your two torsos with your birds on them, right? No paint, just birds.
Oh, I wanted to also talk to you. I'm gonna get the I don't know if it's the Origins version or the core version of Battle Cat, right? And I'm gonna turn that into the Black Panther that walks next to the Beastmaster.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the bird that came with the Marauder's spirit, the one that looks like a falcon more than an eagle. Yeah. I'm gonna give that to him as well. I'm gonna make all his clothing is gonna be soft goods made by me, including like the wrist gauntlets and the satchel with the ferrets that he would have.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
That's gonna be cool.
Now that the head actually fits on there, it's like I got excited to make him because I was like, well, you know, what if it doesn't fit? Then you're gonna be sitting here. You're gonna have all this stuff made. You're gonna get bent out of shape because it doesn't work. That K-Star body is, I mean, it's perfect. Like when I saw the head when I went back on the eBay thing, he had it on a big boa. And then I pulled Big Boa out of my bin and I tried to put it on him and it was still didn't work. So that's when I was just like, I got to take this thing in the garage and hit it with a Dremel before I send it to Mikey, because if I send it to him and we cannot make this thing work, I'm going to be really heartbroken. So I just went out there and it was like fucking 12:30 and it was midnight. I'm outside in the fucking garage drumming this goddamn thing. And then I was able to get it on perfectly. And I was like, oh, there it is. I was like, okay. I was like, now we make this work. Now I'll start putting together the soft goods stuff and all this shit. And getting everything ready. The only thing I would need is ferrets. They have, I don't know if it's the same guy who prints the heads. He prints 2 ferrets that would go inside the satchel. You would just see them sticking out like this.
Oh, okay.
But I don't really want that. I want the actual ferrets. So I got to figure out how to find them. Like in a correct scale or a close-ish scale.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a ferret.
Yeah. Tony, I'm still waiting to see the trailer you made for that truck. Oh, shit. I got to go. All right. It's in the garage. I promise next Wednesday I'll have it. I promise. I'll take it out. So I'm going to be in the garage all weekend anyway because I got to start working on a tactical battle platform again. I submitted.
Time has come.
There was it's called Action Figure Comic-Con in Toronto. I don't know if anybody else heard about this yet, but they're looking for diorama builders.
Oh, nice.
To display their work. Kind of like the idea I had with the diary. And I was like, well, let me submit. And if the guy says, yeah, come on up, because you get an exhibitor pass and a regular pass. So I was like, well, all right. If he says yeah, then I'll finish the tactical battle platform and bring that and display that. I'm sure everybody would enjoy that. It's fucking massive. So,
yeah.
Plus, I have a bunch of other dioramas here that I can bring and display. And it wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, the tunnel one is pretty dope.
The tunnel one I gave to Woody. That was gone.
Oh, that one went to Woody.
Yeah, I gave that to Woody.
Mm.
Yeah. I saw Dark Side figure at GameStop. It was $100. Don't know what company makes it.
$100
At GameStop, $100.
What?
It better not be McFarlane.
That's absurd.
It wouldn't surprise me because they're overpriced at GameStop.
$100, I would be surprised, but
yeah. Oh, see, Woody still has it. Awesome.
He didn't. Of course, he didn't throw it away. Come on now.
Well, I appreciate that.
Come on now.
I gave it to him because I think he was at the time he was doing a posing video, like where he would pose his figures, and he wanted a backdrop. And I said, I have this whole thing. You can have it. I'm done with it. I was like, it's just in the way at this point.
All right, Willie. We got questions. Go ahead.
I'm just recording all the voices. I have spent a week and a half, 2 weeks just finding all the audio, the sounds. I had to make like music. I accidentally, like I was on Suno, you know, that fucking music site.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like seeing how let me just try to see if I can use. I really don't want to get banged for royalties and then no one can watch it because I already have Clearwater Revival playing in it. And I don't know if that's going to be a problem. So I was like, don't overdo it. If it's going to just try to sneak this one past the goalie and then just put regular music. And buddy, I got such good music off that thing. Like, it sounds like Dark Knight, like Chris Nolan's Dark Knight movies.
Nice.
And I was very like, I love that sound. I love that music from that. So I was
I think that's Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer, yeah. This is awesome. I'm very happy with this.
Nice.
So it's almost done. Now I got to lay down all the voices, which is a lot. I said it on Friday, but I'm doing most of them. Only because it's no disrespect to anybody. I just don't feel like waiting. Like I'm already waiting, so I'm just going to do most of them. And whoever else I need, I'm going to ask real quick, hey, if you record this voice for me. So it's coming soon, though. It should be come by the weekend. Because when I'm done with this, I'm going to record a couple voices, and then I'm going to do the rest tomorrow and Friday. It's already edited. But then then I got to put it through After Effects, make sure I put all the sweet touches on there, and then it's done. So it's getting
nice.
But I forgot how much work it is. It's a lot of work.
No doubt.
But I appreciate you waiting. I appreciate that. It wasn't a McFarlane Dark Side. That's interesting. Was it Storm Collectibles? Because I think he was $100. That's a Tony original, I think.
All right, Willie. So we got these. The white set you want painted like the Captain Gridiron, right? The Eagles teal ones you want Footloose's pattern, but with Eagles colors. So is that how many colors is this? So this is a base and 2 camo colors. So if we do this, then the colors would either be black, white, silver, or gray, depending on what Eagles color you want. So tell me what 2 colors this is going to be camoed with. I would assume white and gray, but you'd let me know. And then on Bazooka's jersey, do you want the Eagles on it? Like, do you want maybe like the big eagle on the front of it? Or the small eagles on the sleeve? Or let me know. And let me know if I got the right idea on this. Yes for the gridiron. And then a teal, green, and gray. So on these, gray. Is that it? Just one camo color, not gray and white or gray and black? Verify. Big eagle on the front of it, small eagles on the sleeves. Okay, got you there. Let's see here. The Eagles stuff this week is again kind of appropriate. My uncle was an Eagles fan.
Really?
Yep. And he passed the year the Chiefs played the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Passed before he got to see it. He would have loved that one.
Yeah, holy shit.
Boom. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Teal, gray, and black. All right, man. I got you. And then I'll put some little birds on here. Okay, this is the right, left. Yeah, so it's been kind of fun messing with this Eagle stuff because that was his team.
That's awesome. I got to download like so many plugins for like After Effects and shit. I forgot that I uninstalled it. So like all the stuff that I had kind of preset into it is all gone now. So I have to like reset everything. So fucking annoying. It's like you gotta remember passwords and shit like that just because I paid for some of them. I'm like, I want to repay for them again.
Right. Yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah. The year Jake passed, Dad actually commissioned Matt LaCroix to make an O-ring Reggie White.
That's awesome.
Out of the fridge body.
Decals? Those are stickers?
These are nail decals. So they're like tiny vinyl decals. They're really good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Even going around like lines and creases, like they stick very well. Okay. Sweet. And then I'll seal on top of them, and that should be the end of that. Okay.
Would you recommend those or the water slide ones? Which one do you prefer?
I really like these. You're limited on what you can get, obviously. Yeah. But they're really nice.
Yeah. Water
slides are just kind of a bitch.
They're a little pain in the ass, right?
They really are.
Well, this is nice to know. Hold on. Yes, still there. Yeah. I don't have to buy.
Gridiron, Pig Eagle got it. Teal, gray, and black.
Reggie and Eagles colors. I'm sorry to hear that. The birds is either Midnight or Kelly. This one.
This is teal, but because I can't have this light on very bright, I can't really show how teal it is. But in hand, excuse me, in hand, it's very, very good. So everything's green. I'll just lay the gray, black, and white on top of that. We should be good. Well, the Eagles didn't win the first one. That was the second one. But yes. He would have been pissed.
Oh, wait a minute. There's been a little bit of a debate here. Reggie was the best as a bird minister.
Ooh.
He said, sorry to disagree, but he won a Super Bowl and set a Super Bowl record for 3 sacks.
Oh, there's beef. We got beef in the chat. What? Got beef in the chat. Boy, y'all better, y'all better look out, man.
Did that medicine work? Feeling a little bit better?
Yeah. Really, all of these are teal, so I'll be laying the contrast on top. That way, the majority of the pants will be the teal.
Oh, with the Packers, he was a monster in Philly.
Either way, legend.
Either way, he was a legend. He was a Hall of Famer, and he was a fantastic player. I have to see something for myself here because the Apple computer is getting to be so stupid. Like I had like a program where you hook up a screen and you could draw on the screen for Photoshop, and now Apple can't work on this. It doesn't work on this version. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, jeez.
Now it's telling me that the Saber plugin won't work.
What it sounds like is Apple won't work. Make it eat my shorts.
Now it's telling me that the RAM on the computer can't. This is what happens when they use AI for everything. It's so fucking annoying.
Sick of it. Sick of it.
If you think that I'm going to go to an Apple store and buy a bigger fucking computer, you're crazy.
You lost your fucking mind.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. I saw that, Justin. Owen Hart. Yeah, I saw that. Justin sent Tony he sent you a dick pic, Tony. It's funny. No, he didn't. He sent me a picture of Owen Hart. They're making an Owen Hart figure.
He sent you a dick pic.
They got permission to do that. Holy Springer. I watch you guys on my 75-inch TV so I can see pretty good.
Right on, dude. Right on. Let's see.
I want to see one thing. Let's see if I remember how to do this, Mikey.
What are you doing?
There was a plugin through a website called Video Copilot, and it was called Saber, right? And you could literally make lightsabers and laser beams with a simple, just you drag and drop. So if you need, and it has multiple different kinds. So it has the regular, the pulsating blue or red light, but it has like all kinds. So you can make like fire, electric static, like all kinds of different shit with this one plugin. And when I downloaded it, it said Apple won't allow it on this version, so I'm just testing it. I think it's solid. Fuck you, it still works. Boom.
Oh, eat all of the shit, Apple.
Yeah. Ah, hell yeah. Good. Glad. Mr. Ballin, yo. Go Birds. What's up, bud?
Go
Complete the
Birds.
Jackass version of the Heart Foundation. I got you. Don't drop that Owen figure, Tony. Oh, Stu.
Poor taste.
Too soon.
Come on. You're better than that.
Mikey Dragoon is doing some vests for the custom action figures for me.
Oh, cool. Right on. Man, Dragoon's doing all kinds of cool shit.
Let's download Heat Distortion. See, it also like there was like a plugin. He has like 4 or 5 really good plugins that I would recommend anybody if anybody's into like After Effects and CGI shit. But he has one called Heat Distortion, where it literally like waves the screen so it looks like heat distortion. What's up, Jay Gonzo's in the house? What's up, bud?
Gonzo, what up?
He's got a thing called optical flares. That's the most expensive plugin he has. You have to pay for some of these. But for that one, he literally puts like, you know how, what's his face? J.J. Abrams loves those lens flare.
Sure.
He puts stuff like that, but it has like, you could put like he has afterburners for Iron Man or spaceships or like it's all in that optical flares plugin, and it's like it all just attaches to After Effects. It makes life so much easier. Anybody who like fucks with After Effects would know, like it just because you could do the shit like by hand as if you wanted to say it that way, like you just do everything layer by layer by layer, and that'll fucking work. But why when this stuff literally does it for you?
Yeah,
It makes your life easy.
Take a shortcut once in a while, you know?
Optical
We're all going to be stuck with AI. Get a benefit every once in a while.
The optical flares pro bundle is $165. It's not cheap.
Oh,
It's not cheap, but you can get a
oh.
you can get an unlocked version of it. You didn't hear that from me though.
Okay, you said what?
Yeah. Exactly. I would recommend paying for it though, because you get everything on the other versions. You can't update it because if you update it, then you lose everything. Just know that. I don't own optical flares, but I've always wanted to buy it, and now that I have a decent shop, I might actually purchase it.
Oh, okay.
Considering like the channel is going back more to like play motion and like diorama making, I'm gonna need all those effects again and shit like that. So,
Well, I mean, if that's what you're going to be focused on, yeah, I would think so.
yeah. I mean, I even canceled StreamYard. I'm done with StreamYard.
Well, StreamYard is a kind of a bitch, so I'm not.
Yeah. Unless the AI is inside of a sexy robot body, I'm not interested. Dan Allen says.
Dan, you just wait. It'll be there soon enough.
Yeah, so optical flares is the most expensive. He has a thing called Element 3D that's expensive too, but that's like you can make things into 3D. You can like make your own buildings, your own like landscapes in it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Whoa, that sounded intense.
That was the video for him, sorry. What I have done is kind of strayed away from Video Copilot because you have to buy these things, and I've gone to a place called Production Crate, which is a monthly subscription. I think of like $30, $40 a month, and you get access to kind of everything that's on here, but it's already rendered, and you can just kind of pop it in how you want. So that's kind of where I migrated to, or kind of like evolved to, because Video Copilot it's very hands-on, so you have to do everything by layer, one by one by one by one. And yeah, it's a plugin, but you still gotta, when it comes to optical flares and shit like that, you still gotta be careful. with Production Crate, it's just kind of like a green screen. You just key the green screen out and put the thing where you want.
That definitely sounds better for quick, at least.
Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry.
Ooh. You know what that sound reminds me of? Injustice 2 when you open mother boxes.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of why it sounded familiar, and like that's what it is. It sounds like I just opened up a mother box.
Yeah. Tony, how did you get into doing dioramas? I like building worlds, man. I do the play motion stuff, and I do a lot of action figure photography. And I saw a guy by the name of Al's Figures, who to me is the best diorama maker in the game. And he kind of inspired me, and then I asked him questions, and he was very, very awesome. He was open and honest with all his methods and shit, and he just kind of like inspired me to start doing it myself. And that was it, man. I realized how much fun it is. Like I made a lot of things now. You know, I've been at this now 4 years, so I made a lot of different dioramas. It's like it all boils down to world building. You know, you could pay somebody else to do it. I'm not telling you you can't, but I'm just not really into that. I don't like to pay people to do something that I can kind of do myself. I just applied myself. My daughter put a sticker on my head. I went to the store and I just realized the sticker is still there. That's funny, Chuck. Yeah, awesome. And Production Crate also has like tutorials on their website. So if you don't understand, like if you want to download something to use it, like a green screen flame or some shit, but you don't know exactly what to do, there's a tutorial right on the page that you would download the stuff to show you.
Oh, that's pretty rad.
Yeah. I notice when people do like play motion stuff, they kind of skimp on the effects. And while it's funny because it's toys, I always feel like it could be done better.
I feel like there are people that definitely do that. You're definitely right. But I feel like the people that do that don't have the know-how about the movie, the film aspect of it.
Yeah.
To see what's going wrong. Like if you wanted to have a scene emote a specific response, right? Like you wanted to feel like that really was a really heavy moment. Somebody that doesn't understand the film aspect wouldn't know that the score has more to do than it does the words.
Yeah.
So you would watch it being like, man, I wish there could be more emotion. If you don't know those things, you have no idea what to change.
Yeah.
The same with like drawing something. You're like, I don't know what's wrong with that. Well, you don't realize it's your perspective. There's no vanishing point. So the characters, it's all up in your face. There's no slightly getting. That's why it looks off. If you don't know the fundamentals of the art, you're going to have a hard time with it because you don't know what to change. You may have the right idea, you may have the good story, but it's not going to have the emotion. It's not going to have the drive. The message is going to be missing.
That goes into also with the certain sound effects that you pick.
For sure.
Pick the right things to set the tone. Like I told you, there was a lot, dude. I went through a lot of shit, and I watched it. No After Effects, no voices, just music and sound. And I was like, oh, this is good. So I hadn't even gotten to like the voice part and the After Effects part. So like for me to kind of say that already, it was already setting the tone. Like Mikey just said, just to reiterate Mikey's point. Like music to me, especially in films, is sometimes more important than the dialogue.
I agree.
It sets you up in your mind for what's coming.
I agree. Or like even like what you said this week about like the sound effect, like somebody's flying. You don't realize that how important that wind sound is. And so you're watching, you're like, this just feels like I'm looking at a comic panel. Yeah, because you're missing the environmental aspect that you get from play motion, from a motion picture.
Yeah. And that was the thing too. When I watched it back, I swear to you, at this point, maybe 30 to 40 times. And every time I had to fine tune the sound, add another sound, do this, do that. Like there's like certain things that happen in it where I'm like, well, nah, it needs this specific kind of tone, like in sound. It has to have this. Otherwise, you're gonna look at it and go, what the hell is this? This looks stupid. Like I think I was telling Felix or my friend Deshaun, one of the two. I was saying, I gotta add all of these sounds because my goal is to make you forget that it's play motion. Because I know stop motion, a lot of times people can kind of get into it because there's no hands in it. It's motion.
Sure.
And the really good ones like Leo Legendary and Vanimation, when you watch those things, they're literally like motion pictures. They're amazing. But like play motion, it's very hard for you to kind of suspend your disbelief because you're literally watching a grown man play.
Right.
So, but if everything is correct, the sounds are right, the music's right, you got the right characters where they're supposed to be, for the story's sake. Like, oh, I see why he put these two guys together. Makes sense, like that kind of shit. Then you can start to suspend a little bit and just get into it. A great soundtrack score makes you feel that emotion in the movie. I agree. Like, for instance, the song I got off Suno, it has like this part where it's set up perfectly for a cold opening, right? And then it goes into like what would be the title credit reveal, the way the music is. And I literally saw that just by listening to the song. So I literally saw the cold opening and the title track in my mind before I even got to doing it. But just by listening to the song, I was like, oh shit, this is going to set the tone of this whole thing. And you're going to be like, oh shit, like, and like even like suspense sounds, they're called. And those are like the bass drops where it goes, or it raises, like it'll like raise tension. Those are sounds. That's not music. They just add that to the song, you know? So it's like, I had to find those. So like when certain people came in and it was like a reveal of a certain character, I was like, oh shit, I want this like to feel very heavy. So you need that drop. So you just kind of subconsciously feel like, oh, okay, he's the big baddie, or here comes the big heroic moment, or shit like that. Like music and sound effects in a film are very instrumental. And like I said, when you watch guys like GI Joe and they do everything with their mouths, like it's funny, but it's just that. Like you don't take it all that seriously now because they're going and you're like, okay. It's very hard. But if there's an actual gunfire with some muzzle flare and some heavy music or good music, it's just like, oh shit, it feels like a fucking movie.
Right. Yeah, I mean, think about like how a thriller or horror movie builds suspense. Yeah. They don't do it with dialogue.
No.
They don't do it with well, I mean, they do it with lighting a little bit, but the main thing is the sounds.
It's the sound, yeah.
You start hearing those that build up, and then you get that weird that's I can't remember the name of that instrument that makes most of like the horror sounds, you know, the sharp pings and the scrapes and shit. When you start hearing those, you're like, oh, it starts building up anxiety because that's what the sounds do.
Make me feel it in my plums, Tony. That's funny. I think you guys will like this one, especially when it's all together. So like I'm gonna release this one it's its own part. Then I'm gonna release it all together as a full movie, Shadow Protocol. And I think it came together beautifully. It actually lit a fire under my ass to finish the other one so that I can move on to the next thing. So I'm very very proud of it. Or at least how it's coming together. Once all the audio, like the voices are in and I got those After Effects in, I'm going to be very, very, very proud of it. I know I will.
Hell yeah.
I don't know already, but.
That's
Willie Springer, how many Dudley boys you going to have here? If you're a wrestling fan, you get that. All these guys in camo. You know, we took a couple of weeks off of this. I mean, I did. I know you last week we were completely off, but I think I needed this break, bud. it was getting real bad.
You got to take them, dude.
Yeah, it was becoming a big problem, man.
Yeah, you got to take them, dude.
I noticed
it feels like we have commitments and we owe our audience and stuff. And like, while I agree that we do, if you get burnt out, then they're going to get less. So just take the breaks as you need them. Just take breaks.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt, man. I just was like, yo, you need to just cut away from this because things were becoming too... The focus was off. It wasn't on the right thing. So I'm very happy to have this done. Because like I said...
I get it.
When I finished Shadow Protocol Part 3, I was like, oh, man, this is why the channel was made. Because you love watching these things. I still, every time I go to bed, I put on something on TV to put me to sleep. Whether it's Toy Adventures, Mike the Hunter... of animation films. It's always somebody from the toy, like the toy photography thing. Look how cute this is. See this?
Are those pre-rolls?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. And then when I want to really knock myself on my ass, I got these.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, these are infused with like oil and shit. So those will fuck me up pretty good.
Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony, the real ones ain't going nowhere, bro. We get it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Woody. I really do, man. Like, especially to see what's going on in like the space. It's crazy to see. Like when I first got here in 2.5 years ago, just where everybody was to where everybody is. It's pretty crazy.
It's very different. That's for sure.
Tony, what do you think about the fans that make Darth Vader AI reels? If you're referring to the one that the Saber Theory does, where he made the actual like long film, like 22-minute film, where he brought back Mace Windu and shit, I thought that was pretty good.
Those are pretty dope.
Yeah, I was very impressed with them.
I don't like much of the AI stuff, but
yeah,
those are pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Yeah, man, those are top notch. I have been watching a thing called it's a YouTube channel called The Nexus or Nexus, and it's an AI cartoon he does or animation he does of he calls it the what does he call it? It's Batman, a contingency plan. So it's Batman contingency plan, and it's like Batman versus the It Clown, or Batman versus Predator, or Batman versus Wolverine, and it's just basically it shows Batman breaking down his plan to take them on and to beat them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Now the animation's a little off because it's AI, but like if you listen to like the actual dialogue and showing the music, the way they said it perfectly. It's really, the guy does a really good job. I'll be right back. I have my wife at the printer.
Good luck.
Yeah, Dan Alton. Batman versus Jason versus the creep from Jeepers Creepers. Yeah. There's a bunch of them. Cool. He did the one, was it Michael Myers or somebody where he locks them in the, no, I think it was Jason, where he puts them at the bottom of the ocean and he just keeps them there with like some kind of like, or it might have been Michael Myers. He does like a demonic trap, like a magic trap that traps him in like this one room that he can never leave. It's pretty cool. It's really good because he doesn't really beat them. He just outsmarts them, which is pretty awesome. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, Woody does have one of the biggest and best GI Joe collections there is, if not the best. I don't think anybody comes close.
It's the best I've seen. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. There may be somebody that doesn't do online at all that's better, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, for real. Now, if anybody is wondering, I got the sword in his back. It's a little bent already because it's in his back, but I don't care. And I got him his little shuriken that he throws.
Oh, hell yeah.
And his gun from the movie. The sword's a little bent, but nothing that you can't bend back. Not like insane. And I always just flip it and stick it back in. So you can bend it back. And you got blade, man. You need it? All right. I would recommend buying that stuff if you have blade.
It really does change the entire look.
Tony, did you get the Monster Force skeleton in the red cloak? I got the dude that looks like Cobra Commander that came with the red that came with that cloak. That's what you're talking about. There's always somebody better than Jordan. They never got a shot. Remember that, fellas. It's funny. Only ever gonna be one blade. It's a fact, but that guy got he took a shot at them. Marcelo, but Ali, whatever his name is, was supposed to be the new blade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was mad that they like kind of scrapped it on him. I think he did. But you know what? You are the Michael Jordan of the GI Joe Classified community. That is, you know, if the shoe fits, if the Jordans fit, bro.
Yeah, if the Jordans fit, lace them up. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, bro. Willie Springer says, Mikey, can you take those acrylic pens like the silver and gold, do buttons on zippers on the figures and stuff like that? I guess he wants you to accentuate buttons and zippers, maybe.
Yeah, I can do that on these. Yeah, for sure, man. We'll give you some highlights and whatnot.
You okay? I think your medicine's wearing off.
Is that a sex thing?
No, she's coughing. She's having some problems. I'll be right back.
Okay. I know, Mr. Bolin. I just, I assume since it was Fox, there was a good chance.
I'm back.
Ooh.
Mikey and Tony, which company do you think puts out the best DC or Marvel action figures? Well, it ain't McFarlane, I'll tell you that.
No, it's not McFarlane.
Hasbro is hit and miss. More hit,
But
more miss.
they hit more than McFarlane does.
Yeah. As of
I
late,
I still buy McFarlane from time to time, but Hasbro I usually pre-order occasionally.
I would Cutthroat, I would put Blockies in the running because Blockies is making a good product.
There you go.
But if it came to Marvel, I would just get the Marvel Legends, especially considering you're getting GI Joe Classified. So they scale very, very well together.
They do.
Yeah, she says it's just a cough. She was eating a Snickers and then got a tickle in her throat and then she started coughing but it's a dry cough. That's how I know. That's why I'm thinking it's COVID. But she's not congested. She's got nothing else going on.
That's weird.
Yeah. Dayquil seems to subside the cough, but I can literally tell when the medicine starts to wear off because she just starts coughing up a storm.
I had something kind of similar there for a couple of weeks where it was like I just had a sore throat like constantly, and it would go side to side. Like it would be like on my left side, then it would go to my right side. Most of the time I'd be fine, but when I woke up, I mean, it would just be like a classic sore throat, but there was no inflammation. There wasn't anything. It was pissing me off.
That's what's going on with her.
This week I finally moved past it. Fucking finally.
She just keeps coughing. And then she gets a bad acid reflux, and then she starts coughing. She can't breathe. And that's when I get real nervous. Jeez.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. It sucks, man.
Well, you're very welcome, bud. Cutthroat says, thank you, Tony and Mikey, for having a cool podcast to entertain us. I appreciate that, bud.
I appreciate that.
We do what we can.
I know we've got some people out there taking shots at us, so it's kind of nice to hear that some people still enjoy it.
Goes back to what I was saying. It's amazing where we were 2.5 years ago to now.
Don't I know it? Speaking of which, Scuba Pete's a guest on Friday night. That'll be fun.
Nice.
Always good to talk to Pete.
Oh yeah.
Talked to him since Joe Fest, so we're looking forward to talking to old Scuba Pete.
Scoobs.
The scuba dude.
Scuba. Now, are you basically using Leathernecks as a baseline for the pattern? Is that what it is? Oh, you sitting?
Yeah, I'm just loosely basing it off of how the pattern goes together on that Footloose figure there.
Okay.
Not following it super close, just a general guide.
Have you seen any of the new show Lanterns?
I have not.
I watched like 20 minutes of the first episode. I was like, eh.
Did you watch a little bit of it?
Still very, very little.
I watched a clip of it or something. I think it was like they were saying like Hal was dead or something. That was like his spirit, like guiding Jon Stewart. And I was like, that could be interesting.
It's like a flashback thing. So you're basically flashing back to when Hal's training him. And then at the end of the first episode, it cuts to 2026 and Hal Jordan is dead. And you're like, wait a minute, what? It's very confusing how it's working. But the producer or the director of the show was like, I think you should just wait till episode 8 to see how it plays out, which means he's not dead. Obviously, kind of gave that one away.
Man, yeah, just killing off Hal Jordan would be a wild waste of a character.
Yeah. I'm hearing James Gunn's DC universe is coming to an end anyway because it's not good.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely not mad about that. I don't give a fuck about James Gunn's universe.
Yeah. I fast forward all the way through the second episode to the end in which Hal goes on Oa and talks to Sinestro.
Oh, that's cool. I did see a frame of Sinestro, and I was like, That's a fine Sinestro, but we've already had like the best Sinestro we could have had. Mark Strong's Sinestro is fucking top notch.
It was very good. Yeah, that was the best part.
It's so good. It really is the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that movie that doesn't suck. The lanterns are pretty legit. The suit's kind of iffy, but the lanterns are great. Fucking Kilowog is Michael Clark Duncan. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
But Sinestro is the best part of that movie. So like you're up against a wall trying to compete with that. Like I would have just recast Mark Strong and just let him be fucking Sinestro again.
That would have been pretty cool.
The dude nailed it.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty cool like Easter egg. Like all of a sudden he opens
up
and you see Mark Strong sitting there. That would have been
cool. And he just comes with lanterns. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because we got fucked on that one. At the end of the movie, it's like, oh, he's turning into yellow Sinestro. He's turning. And then that was the last thing we got.
Yeah.
Sucks, man.
I wasn't into the whole like he's like a miserable veteran. He's like a crotchety old man, Hal Jordan, essentially.
Yeah, not him. I could see if you started that with John.
Yeah. I
could see if you went the tortured veteran, almost the Punisher kind of approach to it. I could see that. But Hal wasn't a fucking veteran. He was a test pilot. He was a hot shot.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that made John unique, is they turned him into that veteran. Now when he came out in the 70s, he was like a fucking Black Panther activist. He changed quite a bit over 30 years, but
saw the new Spider-Man for a second time this past Saturday. It was better the second time around. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan. These last 4 were great.
I really do want to get to the theater and see that. I might have to look into that this weekend. Oh, I could go for my birthday.
Yeah, if my wife isn't sick, I might take her to go see Spider-Man. We have an AMC gift card that was just burning a hole in my pocket, so we have to go use that.
Hey, there's probably not going to be a lot of good movies to see, so it seems like seeing Spidey and Hulk and Punisher on the big screen might be worth it.
Mikey, do I need to see Spider-Man?
I mean, you probably should. I mean, of all the Marvel movies and stuff, I think you'd probably like Spider-Man.
I mean, that movie made over $1 billion already.
It cashed in quite a sum.
Yeah. Must be nice, Tom Holland in fucking the Odyssey and Spider-Man all at the same time.
Oh man, that's fucking crazy. Two juggernauts in the blockbuster.
Yeah.
Wild.
Guy's got some nerve.
Him and Zendaya both. They're both fucking cashing in, laughing all the way to the bank.
The whole setup is Jon Stewart is getting trained by Hal Jordan to become a Green Lantern because he was chosen by a Guardian, not the Ring, finding him.
That's Kyle's story, man. Kyle gets chosen by the last Guardian standing after Hal destroys absolutely everything out of spite. That's Kyle's story, man. That's bullshit.
Should move on from Superman and Batman movies. I like to see Green Arrow on the big screen.
Me fucking too.
Yeah, but that's like watching a Hawkeye movie. Would you watch that? I wouldn't care.
I fucking for sure would watch a Hawkeye movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't give a shit.
As long as it wasn't trying to transition to MCU stuff, I really like Hawkeye.
Yeah. Yeah, because the TV show sucked. That's the only reason I say that.
It was not good. But that was all about how this new girl was already at Hawkeye's level, and you're like, but you're not.
Yeah. Well, they did the same thing with She-Hulk, didn't they?
They did. They did the same thing with She-Hulk. They did the same thing with Iron Man. Like, yeah, but now this girl she's a better Iron Man. But she's not. She's a piece of shit character.
Yeah.
You guys are shoehorning bullshit into the comics, and then you're upset that it doesn't perform. Well, newsflash, if you want something to succeed, you kind of have to pander to the audience that pays for it.
Yeah.
And like it or not, white males are who buys comic books.
They're the ones that are going to run in the movie.
It's part of being the majority. That's your majority.
Yeah.
You can have characters that are inclusive and bring in other stuff, but like I read something today that was like talking about, I guess Andrew Garfield pitched the idea of Spider-Man being gay. I'm like, well, that's all well and good, except he's not. He's not.
Who's MJ going to be, a dude?
Michael B. Jordan. And it was like, do you just want to make out with Michael B. Jordan? Like, just say that if that's the deal. Like, you don't have to change the character and rewrite 60 years of storytelling. You can, you know,
take him to
write another movie.
Flip him a roofie, like a gentleman.
take him to a Diddy party and just be done with it.
Oh my God.
Just like you can't pitch a movie and get fans excited about it and then change the character. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it's just,
well, that's why they got to bring
it to us, and then you made a story that we don't want.
That's why they got to bring Downey Jr. back and Chris Evans, and they got to like reset shit because you fucked it up so badly that you have to reset it. That's what you do with the comics. You fuck the comics up so bad that you have to we're gonna reset it. It's like
it's happened. It's happened several times.
Yeah,
but reset it. You can do that. You don't have to bring in the same people. I don't need Bryan Singer's X-Men to reset it.
No.
I moved on. It's okay. You can recast them. So I'm really glad that the new cast, they're casting like young actors, and I'm like, that's great. Really reset it, because the X-Men really don't need to be dudes in their boys and girls in their 40s. It's a school for gifted youngsters. Let's not forget, it's a school for gifted youngsters.
I was shocked to see Ian McKellen, 87 years old, when he's Magneto still.
Yeah, stop, dude. Let the guy go.
Yeah.
Every time he picks up the helmet, I think it gets worse. Like, I've never been a big Ian McKellen Magneto fan.
Yeah, me neither.
But like every time you're like, okay, he was old when you cast him.
Yeah.
I really don't need to see 85-year-old playing Magneto, one of my favorite villains. Like, well, but you tell me, like, the way you guys are writing X-Men 97, you're telling me you would cast Ian McKellen as that character? No fucking shot.
Yeah, no.
You got two different schools of thought here. It's just weird to me, man.
I think they got it right with Fassbender. I think he was a good Magneto.
I think he was a great Magneto.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Well, we'll see, because I guess this whole cast is young now, which means they have to go younger with Magneto, right? You have to.
Well, I mean, younger. I mean, like, I don't understand why they went as young as they did with Charles. Because Charles wasn't a kid. Yeah. He could be 10 years older and be the tutor, the teacher, the leader. Same with Magneto. You would assume that him and Charles are about the same age.
Yeah.
So it'd be okay if they're a little older. Them all being kids again, we did that. That was first class.
I don't like what they did with Giancarlo Esposito, where they shoehorned him into the Sam Wilson Captain America movie. I would have been okay if he was Professor X. I would have been okay with that. It wouldn't have bothered me, because he's old enough to be a teacher. The guy he's very, very good with his words. He's a great actor. The guy's a great actor. And I would have believed that he could have been Professor X. I would have been totally fine with him.
Sure.
But like when I saw how young the guy was, I was like, wait a minute. He's supposed to be the leader, the headmaster of the school. Why? He's just as young as they are. It looked like he would be at the school. I didn't get that.
Yeah. I don't either. And again, we had young Charles, right? We watched First Class, and I liked it. I liked First Class. I liked the second one. I like that guy as Charles.
He was McAvoy.
I like McAvoy. But you see what young Charles is. He's not ready to be a teacher. He's angry. He hasn't come to terms with it, He's very similar to Magneto in his youth. Like, I need him to be the teacher. I need him to be
wise.
I need him to be the guy that could step in somebody else's mind and help them understand themselves. And that's not somebody in their fucking 20s. Believe you me.
Yeah.
I don't need people in their 20s helping anybody with mental health. You can get fucked, stay fucked.
Yeah. It's just funny to me, because if you were going with a First Class, half the people that they showed out on that stage weren't in First Class.
No, they're definitely going with, it seems, Jim Lee X-Men.
Yeah.
Blue and gold, which is awesome. That's where everybody's nostalgia is tied to.
Yeah.
That's great. But there's really good X-Men characters. There's really good stories before Jim Lee relaunched X-Men, back when it was Uncanny X-Men. I would say those are the most powerful stories the X-Men had.
Yeah.
Like, and I said it several times, but I hate when we get into every movie has to build towards the big finale.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Because I've seen what happens with Marvel. This is a success, so then we start bringing in other movies, and then their tie-ins. Like, but you didn't plan for the tie-ins, so now there's plot holes with the first movie versus the third movie of this one. Just give me a good story. Just do God Love Man Kills. Just do the first graphic novel. It's powerful. It's a solid story. It's a good team, and just soft launch it and see how it does. And if it does, then do another story and build from there, like Chris Claremont did. That's all I want. That's all I want.
I don't think it'd be that hard to do. They didn't shoehorn them in. There were other Serpent Society members that filmed scenes, like Roman Reigns. No, it was Seth Rollins. It wasn't Roman Reigns. Seth was cut from the movie. Yeah, they were supposed to be a whole Serpent Society story. They shouldn't have cut it. I think it's because why? Because they wanted to put Red Hulk in. That made no fucking sense. People were like, "This is stupid." Maybe the Serpent Society would have worked. You got to have the level bad guy for that tier. Sam Wilson. Now listen, I like the Falcon, but he's a second tier. He's not a top tier guy. So I would.
Falcon Cap sucks. I've never liked. I like Falcon. Falcon by himself is great. Yeah. Falcon Cap sucks.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just wasn't into it.
Bucky Cap, awesome.
Yeah, I would have much rather see that.
I would have too. I think most people would have, but like, I don't want to. I'm not a proponent of ditching Sam Wilson in the MCU. There was a very clear choice to become Captain America after Cap stepped down.
Yeah, it was Bucky.
Yeah. And then let Bucky do it for a while, and then pass it on to Sam. Yeah. Not Bucky's like, no, I'm going to get into politics. What?
That was dumb.
Get into politics? You're not a politician. You're a soldier, man. You're not. That's not your game. And then you get into Thunderbolts, and you're like, no, he really isn't. He isn't into politics at all. It's like he did it because somebody told him that's what you should do.
Yeah, it was so dumb.
I know what you should have done was become Cap.
I mean,
that's what you should have done.
In the Winter Soldier, he catches the shield and then he takes it from him and poses with it. It was right there. Like you saw it in the movie, like, oh, this is where the shield's going next.
Right?
Again, for it to go to Sam Wilson, I didn't like that.
It goes to Sam Wilson, and then you got, like you say, you got Falcon Cap. So it's like, so what's your gimmick? Is it wings or is it shield? Because that seems like really difficult to use both. And also, how are you taking hits from the Red Hulk? You are not a super soldier.
Yeah.
Like, your fucking lungs just collapsed because the Hulk just punched you. I don't care if you had your fucking bird wings up or not. You still dealt with the concussion of that.
He should have destroyed those wings, right? He's still Red Hulk. He's still strong as shit.
Yeah. Even if there's some sort of force field, like they still just, I don't know, man. That's crazy to me. I don't know. I'll be right back.
All right. I don't know. I don't get it. Like I said, that's why they have to reset this shit. Because, no, Mikey, Falcon Cap is fucking dog shit. I mean, like I said, I didn't go see the movie. I didn't care. If you were going to give me Red Hulk, I wanted the Red Hulk versus Hulk story. Where you find out that it's Thunderbolt Ross, and you don't know that yet because nobody knows who the Red Hulk is. And MODOK made him, which you established MODOK and Ant-Man, but then you killed him off in like Ant-Man 3, whatever the fuck it was. Like, this is all dumb stuff. I just don't like. It's unfortunate because we got our expectation of these things go higher and higher because they set the bar pretty high with the first set of movies. I mean, even those are obviously not without their flaws, but those other ones, like they set the bar pretty high, and now to see where it is, and now you have to reset the bar because you fucking dropped it essentially. Dropped it so low. But a lot of shit went down, whether it's politically driven or socially driven. They had to overcorrect. That's what people do when those things happen. You overcorrect. And you are where you are. And now you find yourself going, oh shit, what did we do? You didn't have to do this. This was a choice you made. And now it's in the toilet. Yeah, the Red Hulk story from the comics was one of the best stories in the last 20 years. They should have. I know. Yeah, baby. All right, I'll be right back, guys. So I thought they should have done that. But they have like a contract or some shit. They can't make solo Hulk movies because Universal still owns it or whatever the fuck it is. And that's so dumb because you did it with Spider-Man. You mean to tell me you can't go over to Universal and work the same deal out and make a Mark Ruffalo solo Hulk movie? I watched that movie. I know everybody would. I would even been okay with a Hulk show where it's just Hulk and Red Hulk. And you finally get to the end. And you're like, oh, shit. You know, I could have done it 100 different ways, man. But instead, they shoehorn. That's what I mean by shoehorn. They shoehorn these characters in. You know? And it's like, you didn't have to do that. Like, the Serpent Society could have just been his bad guys. And people probably would have saw it and be like, yeah, I never heard of the Serpent Society. It's just pretty cool. Because there's maybe some people out there that don't know who the fuck they are. You know, you don't have to pigeonhole Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross. You know, and turns into Red Hulk. You didn't have to do all that. That was, to me, that's just trying to force a square peg into a round hole. We didn't need to see all that bullshit. I would have been totally fine with him versus the Serpent Society, and then you would give me just a Hulk movie or TV show where he actually fights the Red Hulk. Universal has never wanted to work with Marvel like Sony has. Money talks, bud. So, while you're probably right, 100%, I agree. But I also know that money talks. They could have went and backed the Brinks truck up to fucking Universal. And they'd be like, all right, let's make something work. Come on. Spider-Man made $1 billion. You don't think Universal doesn't know that? They don't see that happening and going, all right, you can make a Hulk movie. Like, come on. Everybody wins. So the fans win, they win, Marvel wins, everybody wins. So I don't want to hear that they can't work it out because nobody thought they could work it out with Sony, and they did. Nobody thought they was going to get Fox X-Men. They got it. They could work it out. I mean, come on, man. I think it's time. And that's another thing, too. Like, why did we get Planet Hulk in Ragnarok? That was so stupid. You mean to tell me none of you guys would have went and saw a Planet Hulk movie? Because I would have been front and center. Because that's one of my favorite stories, and it could have led to World War Hulk. That could have been the next Avengers instead of Doomsday. That could have been their Doomsday. Is Hulk coming back to Earth with a bunch of motherfuckers ready to destroy Earth. Like, that could have been the villain. It didn't have to be you dragging Downey Jr. back from the dead. There were so many options, man. You just... They went with an agenda through this thing, and they force-fed you. They tried to do it like pro wrestling. But even now, in pro wrestling, this shit don't work, so it's not going to work in comic books. No one cares. They want to watch what they want to watch because that they're giving you their hard-earned money. Money is very, very scarce for people now, man. People live in hard times, man. When they spend their money to go to a movie, they want to be thoroughly entertained. They don't want to waste their money, so they're going to complain. They're going to tell you if it sucks, especially if they don't like it. It could be like a lot of people. Some people don't like He-Man, but I loved He-Man, and now it's doing very well on streaming, like I said it would. Because nobody gave it a fair shake because people just, they don't want to spend money like that no more. So if they're going to go, they want to make sure they're going to be entertained. They didn't believe that they were going to be entertained by He-Man. So they didn't go see it. Then they watched it on streaming services like, oh, fuck, I should have went to the movie to see this. It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
I think the Hulk deal is what keeps the Marvel park at the theme parks. There has never been any news. I think they should. Hey, Frank, what's up, bud?
Hey, what up, Doom?
I just think you worked it out with Sony. You obviously got Fox. They bought Fox, whatever. But you could have worked this thing out with Universal where I would have saw a Planet Hulk movie. And if he was the bad guy in this set of the Avenger movies, I would have been all for it. I would have been front and center. That would have been so cool. Because you still would have went dark. It would have been a dark storyline. The Hulk returns to Earth and he takes it hostage, and he's got to fight everybody. Like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, they fucking nerfed the Hulk. I mean, they totally shit. But I don't understand why Universal never did anything with it. Like, okay, so you don't want to work with Marvel? Make a fucking Hulk movie.
Yeah.
Why do you not want to do anything with the property? I don't get that.
What I'm just blown away by it is, like, you see Spider-Man made $1 billion. You don't think if you make a Planet Hulk movie that no one's going to fucking rush to the theater to see that will lead eventually to World War Hulk? That movie would have made so much money.
Oh, I think so too.
And to hear the Russo brothers say they purposely nerfed the Hulk because they didn't know what to do with him. What the fuck you don't mean you know what to do with him? He smashes. That's what he does.
Yeah.
You had it in Infinity War. He breaks out of the Hulkbuster suit and he beats the shit out of Black Dwarf. Like, I mean, I don't understand how you couldn't figure that one out. And then to have that bullshit Professor Hulk in Endgame and shit, I was like, this is so stupid.
Totally agree.
That's why I feel like the guy in Spider-Man, they fixed it in 5 minutes with him. That one saying, no Banner, no girl, only Hulk. And he turns around and he starts smashing everything. That's it. That's what he does. You don't know what to do with him. Are you kidding me? What a cop-out. That was a cop-out by the Russo brothers.
I feel like them saying that was them saying, what we want to do, Universal's not going to let us do it. So we don't know what the fuck else to do.
Yeah.
Like, not because I feel like the Russo brothers very well know what to do with a fucking Hulk. I mean, it's pretty black and white. What up, Jacob?
Come on. That was it. You had it. You established the Illuminati, right? That would have been a great way to, once they got the Fox merger, a way to bring in Professor X, the Illuminati. But no, they bring in the Illuminati, Multiverse of Madness, with a bunch of dumb shit that made no sense.
There was some stupid shit in there.
Yeah. Come on. Like, I'm just disappointed. Like, and like, I'm going to go watch Doomsday. I'm going to watch Spider-Man because I know Spider-Man never disappoints. But, like, this could have been done so much better. And I keep hearing that. Do you hear this theory? That Cillian Murphy is going to be Dr. Doom and he's going to be dream walking in a corpse of Tony Stark?
No, I haven't heard that theory.
Yeah, a couple people are pitching that theory, and I'm like, that's not a bad theory. Because
I mean,
it explains why.
If that's why I have to deal with Robert Downey Jr., so be it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
so
if you're really not doing what I think you're doing, that's great. I just don't think they have that kind of.
Yeah. They wasted the Illuminati. I could 100% agree, brother.
100% dude.
Think about this. By the end of 2026, Paramount Skydance Corporation's purchase of Warner Brothers Discovery. Jesus. Which means Paramount will own WB, Discovery, DC Comics, HBO, TNT, TBS, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, and Hanna-Barbera. Well, then give us a goddamn Space Ghost movie already.
Oh, God, that would be good.
Yeah. Come on. I thought He-Man was good. They're saying Amazon is definitely going to make a second one because it's doing really well on the streaming service. So, yeah. Which it should have just went to the streaming service to begin with. They shouldn't have been in theaters. I think they had high hopes for it. But like I said, a lot of people had they had, hesitant opinions on it because they're like, I don't know if it's going to be because it was suck because you just assume He-Man, they're not going to get this right. They kind of did. Yeah, they took some liberties. Totally agree. They didn't really need some of those. I'll agree. But.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty fucking good, dude. I mean, I don't give a fuck about He-Man. I enjoyed it. I've watched it, I think, 2 or 3 times. It's a fun movie, dude.
You know what I'm saying? And then here's the thing, dude. When he starts swinging that sword, that's He-Man. Like, he beats the shit out of Skeletor. Like, I don't understand how you could. Those parts to me were like, yeah, this is beautiful. This is perfect.
100%.
There was just some things I would have corrected, me personally. I felt like they rushed it. They should have given a little bit more exposition on certain things, and then that movie for me would have been, all right, you can't fuck this one up. This one's perfect, but there was some things I felt like they rushed to get to.
I agree.
And I didn't like that. I didn't like that Adam was such a softie, because he's not in the cartoon, and I don't think he is in the comics. You know, like he wants to, like he did train, he did learn how to fight, like he kind of knew that stuff. And then when he went to Earth and you saw him at the gym, I thought, okay, he's gonna know this kind of stuff because he was, learning, but he didn't. But I'm okay with it, because if you make a second one, now that by that second one he would have already he trained. He's been He-Man for a while, so he can, he can fight and he can use the powers the correct way. And then you're like, okay. And also, to me, because Jared Leto didn't really support the first film, even though he was in it, if you want to recast Skeletor and give him the high-pitched voice, what better way? He got reduced to just a skull head. Evelyn took the skull head. When she brings him back, he comes back with a high-pitched, annoying voice. That's it. It writes itself. So then you don't need Jared Leto, because you can have anybody stand in that weird blue bodysuit and pose this and read the lines. It's not that hard. Just get an actor to do it, and you just pitch his voice up or tell him to sound like the original Skeletor. And then there you go. You got your fucking He-Man. It's 9:38. Did you take the medicine? Get up and take it. I'm going to get up in 5 minutes to help you take it.
Hey, yo.
Pause, I know. Yeah, so if anybody's looking to edit stuff, I would go to the website called Production Crate, because if you hit VFX, it literally has them labeled, like in categories. So you have magical powers, toon, anime effects, explosions, fire and sparks, dust and smoke, debris, muzzle flashes, action, it's like grenades and shit, blood, sci-fi, so it's got like heads-up displays like Iron Man and shit, vehicles, SWAT and henchmen, zombies, animals and creatures, plants and flowers, natural elements, and liquid and ice. So
That's dope.
I think it's about $40 a month, but you get access to everything. So if you like to edit, you like to add effects to your stuff, I would highly recommend Production Crate. They are not a sponsor, although we won't turn it down.
Oh, yeah.
Production Crate. Just saying. I'll admit, Masters of the Universe was a pretty good film. I would have made some changes, probably dial back a little bit of the comedy and stop with the bad jokes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Small critiques. I would have dialed that back a bit. Didn't have to be that funny all the time. They tried too hard. At one point you go, all right, stop. You don't have to go this hard. Like, I get it. You're trying to be, we're not taking ourselves too seriously. I understand. But you could have dialed that back a little bit. I would have preferred a little bit more action. Like, they had pretty good action, but I would have preferred a little bit more. A couple more fights. Maybe He-Man one-on-one with Beastman, or He-Man one-on-one with a couple other guys. I think that would have been pretty cool. I know Zakane, for some reason, didn't like the costumes. I thought they were great. I thought the costume design was awesome. Very good. Yeah. It was very well done.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the second one we just do Hordax.
Well, they said that a post-credit scene was.
Because I think that would be cool, and then you don't have to do the Skeletor at all. You just leave it off for a little bit.
Yeah, you just set him up for the third one because you just have Evelyn bring him back later on.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I think that would be great.
And
I would definitely watch it. I might even go to the theater to see it now because I know I like it.
And you know how they do it? They just have Hordak rebuild his Havoc throne using science.
Science.
So, just saying. Like I said, these are things that are possibilities.
But they had nothing to go off of going into it. So like I get why it was leaned on the campy side, because they're like, do we know that they're going to be in this? Would they want it to be serious? Do they want it to be campy? So they just kind of did a little bit of everything, and sorted it out in the end.
I didn't like it. I don't want the same team working on the other one. Well, unfortunately, that's what it's going to be. That guy Travis Knight is his name, right? I mean, I don't like this James Gunn formula that everyone does, where they just kind of put a bunch of jokes and shit into it. But I'm okay with it.
I don't either, but I don't necessarily want the Zack Snyder other either.
Yeah, I don't need slow-mo fighting every 3 minutes. I'm good. Yeah. And I don't need him telling me that Batman kills. I still can't believe he said that on Joe Rogan. This guy's a real dummy. Anything else you say, you don't say that. That's the one thing Batman always says, I don't kill. When you say he's I'm like, no, he doesn't.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo.
Yeah. I believe you got it mixed up with the guy called the Punisher. That's right.
Yeah, unless we're talking about Thomas Wayne Batman, we definitely don't kill.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Maybe he watched the wrong thing. He watched Flashpoint and didn't realize.
Yeah, maybe.
Dan Alton says, I want a Peter Jackson 5-hour epic. But you want to that's crazy.
The scenery would be amazing, though.
It would be, yeah.
It would be a beautiful world that he would build. I have no question about it.
Did you know they're making another one?
No, my God.
It's called The Search for Gollum, and it's directed by Andy Serkis himself, starring and directing.
It's The Search for More Profits is what it is.
Yeah. I'm like, why are you making this now? What's this? And why is people searching for Gollum? Who's looking for Gollum? He's a piece of shit.
And Andy Serkis is looking for Gollum because it made him a fucking boatload.
Because am I crazy? Or in Return of the King, he died. He fell in the lava pit with the ring.
Well, I guess you're wrong now.
Oh, I guess it's another stupid prequel, is what you're telling me?
Yeah. Maybe so.
Yeah, they need more Precious. Yeah.
That's right.
I guess that's what they call money.
That's what they call you. That's the money maker. Need more Precious. Precious.
Speaking of He-Man, I bought another He-Man. I found one at Target because I want to customize him a little bit.
Okay.
And I figure I buy a second one. This way, if I mess it up, I still got a good one in the other room.
It's a valid point.
This would be my practice room. I still got to open Battle Cat, so he's sitting over here. Well, like I figure when I make the Panther for Beastmaster, I want to go smaller because this one's too big. I want it to look kind of like realistic.
Yeah.
I hate that they pack this shit and they don't give you nothing. I do like the power sword from the film, too. I thought they did a really good job.
I thought that was good.
Yeah, right? Did a really good job with this sword. I'm okay, Jacob. You know, I'm back from my break on the internet, so I feel rejuvenated. My wife is very sick, so we're playing that by ear, make sure she's okay. You okay? All right. Let's be careful with the chocolate nougat and caramel, okay?
Be careful.
It's dangerous.
Shoes in the house. Safety.
A big issue with this figure is kind of how loosey-goosey the waist is. out of here. Drop down hips. God, man, you give me. You don't even. Oh, I was going to say he does have a boot cut. I was about to scream. I think the story of how Gollum went into hiding. Oh, okay.
So prequel.
Definitely a prequel. Okay. His chesticle piece comes right off. I assume you got to heat them up. Easy enough. I gotta heat them up probably. No, I don't. Fuck off. Dokey. We gotta cut that off. Alright. Gotta be a way. That up.
Must be a way.
Okay, so his let's come off. Okay. I was thinking, tell me I'm crazy. Oh, switching legs that maybe from like a Marvel Legend that have thigh cut. The only two that come to mind is Weapon X Wolverine or Hercules, Retro Hercules.
Okay.
They're ball. They look like ball joints. I might be wrong. So you might be able to just pop them on. I'm not sure. But I want to make this figure perfectly articulated. Definitely gonna have to eat his legs up. So you just pull the boots off. You put them on Hercules, and then just attach thigh and knee. Right. So now he's got thigh cut. And then you could just use the He-Man top part, this top buck, if you wanted to, because I don't think the Retro Hercules has these butterfly joints.
No, I don't think he does.
No. So you try to maximize as much articulation as possible. I do got to take off his waist because he doesn't have shit. Look at that.
Wow.
As far as it goes, so I think if you cut the inside, maybe you can get a little bit more out of it.
Yeah, you get a little more motion.
Yeah. Same one with here. You have to do the same thing under here because he doesn't have much on here. Then I saw somebody take the skirt part off and then cut the strips. Mm-hmm. So he had a little bit more articulation. He could kick up straight. So I was going to do that, but I noticed in the film and on here, there's like a flap under the straps. So there's like a bunch of strappies, and then there's one big piece of leather under it. If you get soft goods, put that under here with it. It might kind of work out.
I like that.
So, and then you can get him to sit on Battle Cat better.
Definitely.
He'll have the right legs for it. Because these legs, I don't think he can really. I guess he can.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. We'll figure it out. Fridays at 7.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
You know how it goes, bud.
Absolutely.
Well, you done painting for the day or what?
Yep, that's where I'm going to stop it. I'm going to let that dry and work on it. Finish working on it this week.
Well, we can wrap this up if you like.
Yeah, might as well. I'm going to release the people.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up Saturday morning?
Yeah. Just the Wake and Bake this Saturday. And just keep a lookout for Shadow Protocol Part 3. you're not following the channel,
Yeah.
please subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Please and thank you.
That's
and if you're on Instagram, same thing on Instagram, Legend Series. Take a lot of pictures. Thank you.
He does. He does take pictures. Yeah, awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate your support. Friday night, remember we got Scuba Pete. We are on Kanan's channel, I think. Yep, Kanan's channel. Scuba Pete. We're going to be talking about we're going to be picking our favorite comedies from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s, one from each decade. And then the chat will vote to see what tier each movie belongs in. I'm pretty excited about this. I think this is going to be a fun show. And of course, hanging out with Pete is always great. Hanging out with Zakanan, it's okay. It's all right.
It's all right. It's not great. It's good.
You know, it's all right. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. That is, yeah, that's all I've got until next Wednesday. So, see you guys Friday night. Make sure you're following the shows that my channel and Zakan's channel. Like I said, this week it'll be on Zakan's channel. So, watch both. But I appreciate you guys, and it's good to be back. Good to have you back, Tony.
Thank you. Good to be back.
And we'll see you guys next week. Till we see you again. You have a good one, all right?